Shouts out to Frankie Taylor.
Shout out Franklin thank you for the interview. All right, so I'm here with Desmond Wilford. This is a Terence Crawford strength and conditioning coach. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. And yourself?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to be here. Thank you for taking the time out. You know, it's been a pleasure meeting you so far in New York. First of all, a lot of people out there probably aren't really familiar with you. So just before we get into anything else, just tell me a little bit about yourself and your background with strength and conditioning.
All right, how you doing? My name is Desmond Wilford. Like he stated, we're here in New York, getting ready to do the Garden with world champion, two-time world champion Terence Crawford. 2014 Fight of the Year, Terence Crawford. Number 7 on the pound for pound list, Terence Crawford. Number 6,
yes,
I'm sorry, thank you. My background sparks from, I'll say roughly 8 years ago. I was just working with high school kids. I was basically a social worker. And I got a phone call to come down and help with UFC guys. He was actually getting ready to prepare an MMA fight in the UFC. So dropped everything I was doing, went out and started training with these guys, man, and found that I had a passion for this training. You know, passion is simply just an emotion if you don't act on it. But I had a true passion for it, man. Quit my job. Probably was making only a couple $100 a week, but hey, it worked out. But anyway, had opportunities from there to go out to Vegas, work with a host of NBA guys, and from there study under legendary trainers, work in big-time facilities, travel the United States, had opportunities to go out to the United States, work with other athletes to see how, you push the body, not only the body, but the mind, understanding the sport-specific movements of different sports, and wind up landing me and hooking me up with the world champion right now.
Yeah, man. You mentioned the NBA. You mentioned legendary trainers. Could you tell people who those NBA players or trainers are?
Yeah, I had an opportunity to work under Terence Crawford. He's known for implementing strength and conditioning for the Michael Jordan. Trained at his facility out in Chicago as an intern. Went in as just an intern, come out as a professional. Taught me a lot, man, about like the human body, the anatomy, just the anatomy itself, and like I said, how you attack the mind and how you gotta have, when you're working with elite level individuals, how you gotta maintain that focus. I was able, in his facility, man, I touched a lot of good bodies back in the day. Tracy McGrady, had an opportunity to work with O.J. Mayo, Bobby Simmons, Jawan Howard, Will Bynum, Luther Head at the time, who else? OJ, did I say OJ Mayo? Say OJ
Antoine
Mayo.
Walker, you said earlier?
Yeah, Antoine Walker. I did some work with him, and before then, Al Harrington, Damon Jones. Being around guys like Coach Tyronn Lue, Chauncey Billups, you get a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight. You get more than just strength and conditioning, learning the game, so that you can implement those things when you're around those guys. So yeah.
That's insane. A lot of those guys you named, I grew up watching, so it's kind of insane to hear you train those guys or you learn under those guys. What would you say is like the number one thing you took from being around those like elite level athletes in the NBA?
And the number one key is a level of focus. You gotta have that focus and you gotta have that intensity. And this may sound cliche, hard work, dedication. My biggest thing, man, you have to answer the bell. Like I said, you can have the passion, but passion to me is simply an emotion. You understand what I'm saying? I may feel, I'm tired. No, that's an emotion. You gotta answer the bell. And those good ones that I was around, man, they hit that bell every day. From, you take Crawford for an example. I was telling you, wake up, man, we working out 2-3 times a day, getting our road work, hitting the muscle groups, you swimming, you gotta get the right food, you got to balance your family. But when that 5:30 in the morning hits, it's time to go. It's time to hit the bell. And it's a level of focus, intensity, hard work, dedication. That's what I get. Elite. It's the mind state. It's the will. The thing about a true champion, the switch stays on. It don't die out. It stays on. And I love being around those elite level individuals.